When taking blood pressure, it's important that your client is seated at least 5 minutes prior to the reading. You also want to make sure that their left arm is rested on a stable surface and both feet are planted on the ground. When taking blood pressure, it's important to make sure that you have the correct size cuff. A cuff that's too big can underestimate readings, a cuff that's too small may overestimate. When inserting the stethoscope in your ears, you want to make sure that the buds are pointing away from you. To make sure it's on, you can tap lightly. If you don't hear anything, you can turn the dial in the back. When placing the cuff around your patient's arm, you want to make sure that you put the artery mark over the brachial artery and leave 1 inch of antecubital space. You want to wrap it around tight, but not too tight to where you can't insert the stethoscope over the artery. It is very important that your client is wearing short sleeves, so that way you get an accurate reading. Make sure that no cords are in the way, that way they don't rub up against the stethoscope, making you mistake them for heartbeats. Turn the little knob on the pump all the way to the right until it's tight, and you are going to pump all the way up until you see the little needle reach around 180 millimeters of mercury. According to ACSM, you want to release by turning the dial to the left at around 2 to 5 millimeters of mercury per second. You want to listen for the Korsakoff sounds, which sound like thumping sounds. Your first sound will be your client's systolic reading, and the last will be the diastolic. So for that reading, I got a 106/66 reading, and that is how you take blood pressure.